At the confluence of three rivers lies the charming town of Munnar. The imagery infused name itself a confluence of the words Moonu and Aru, meaning three rivers. Munnar is South India's largest tea growing region, and its tea is famous the world over. The rolling hills around Munnar are carpeted in emerald green tea plantations. These verdant tea plantations give the countryside a heavenly feel.
There's a tea estate here, and it's very beautiful. And Munnar is famous for its tea. All the top brands in India have their tea estates here. So you get spices here, you get honey, you get homemade chocolates.
The low mountain scenery is magnificent. You're often up above the clouds, watching veils of mist clinging to the mountain tops. With its sprawling estates, mossy hills, sparkling streams, and undulating valleys, Munnar truly is an idyllic holiday destination. Located just a few kilometers from Munnar is an elephant camp which offers tourists a chance to interact with the magnificent animal. The elephant is an integral part of Indian culture. The elephant-headed god Ganesha is one of the most widely worshipped deities in the Hindu pantheon and is revered as the remover of obstacles. Aptly, the elephant I rode on was named Ganesha. Coincidences are not overlooked in India. I felt protected by the god as he majestically strode down the narrow path. We're just on the way to the Echo Point and Matupatti Dam, and it's really amazing. You can just see these tea plantations and you can see the fog coming in. And it's really cold at this time of the year, so it's better to pack with a few sweaters and jackets if you travel to Munnar at this particular time. From the voices and shop signs, it was evident we were close to the border of Kerala and Tamil Nadu, a pleasant reminder of coexistence and diversity, the foundation of India. Christianity is believed to have reached the shores of Kerala in 52 AD with the arrival of Saint Thomas, one of the 12 apostles of Jesus Christ. Mount Carmel Church. Established in 1898, this was the first Roman Catholic church in the high ranges. Like all places of worship, this one is located at a vantage point with an axial view enabling worshippers to see and hear the church bells. The church sheltered refugees during the 1924 floods that devastated the area. The chapel below the Mount Carmel Church is dedicated to Saint Anthony. It is said that the flood water receded when it touched the basement of the chapel. Well, just 2 days after Christmas, and Munnar is really decorated beautifully. And as you can see, here's the nativity scene, and Saint Anthony's Church. And we just saw one of the last known surviving relics of Saint Anthony in this church. Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. Well, this board of notes in different languages like Czech, Polish, French, Italian, even Japanese can only be you're in Rapsi's restaurant in Munnar, which boasts of people from all over the world coming and visiting here, and all over from India also. The food here is very affordable and excellent, and it's of excellent quality, and we really enjoyed our meal here.
I love the shakshuka. I didn't know there was a good Israeli dish.
This is where we stayed in Munnar. A very nice set of cottages.